time. Kindly put your mobile phones in silent mode to ensure that we will have a smooth journey throughout the event. As a note to our poets and the audience, please switch off your communication devices notification to avoid any interruption during poem recital.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arau Poetry Festival 2020. It is unfortunate that we are in this pandemic situation, but that doesn't stop us from having our poetry reading this evening. So for your information, the theme for our poetry recital today is Metamorphosis, the Poet's Lenses. Let's clear our mind and enjoy the show. First thing first, let me introduce. My name is Zahidatul Amira.
And I'm Dina Mardiana.
It's such an honor for us to host the event this evening. Again, we would like to thank all of you for being here today.
Before we get down to business, let us give an insight on this Arau Poetry Festival. It is organized by the Academy of Language Studies, UiTM Perlis, in collaboration with digital communicators. The purpose of Arau Poetry Festival is to highlight the poets' creative works and to bring together the poets in Perlis to collaborate and meet. The pandemic and other challenges have thrown people into unfamiliar and risky territories, yet it allows the poets to express and share their feelings and emotions toward a multitude of topics. In addition, it is a perfect time and venue for a creative online outlet through a poetry festival under the theme of Metamorphosis, the Poet's Lenses.
Performances of these poets allow the audience to analyze and navigate through the thoughts of individuals dealing and overcoming various challenges. During the performance, the audience will be able to probe into the minds as they discuss the web of words. The use of many languages in Arau Poetry Festival 2020 conveys multiple ideas and perspectives in multilingual Malaysia. Online presentations ensure the poets and the audience are being protected while sharing their messages regardless of their separated context. The flow of the event is outlined as follows. So we have 6 poets for this part, which is part 4. They are Madam Fasmawati Zakaria, Dr. Lu Ya Lin, Dr. Razina Razali, Miss Cham Fu Ying, Miss Wardah Muhammad Suraimi, and also Miss Diana Muhammad Raslan. Each session will start with presentations of poems by the poets. So all poets are going to present the poems for 5 to 6 minutes. After all poets are done with the poem recital, then the audience will be able to ask questions.
Alright, now without further ado, let's begin our occasion with the first poet, Madam Fasmawati Zakaria, which is a senior lecturer at Academy of Language Studies, UiTM Perlis branch. So let's welcome Madam Fasmawati.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Right, I have 2 poems here. The first one is, If You Have the Chance. If you have the chance to be bold, speak from your heart. If you have the chance to change, don't hesitate. Go for it. If you have the chance to be outrageous, seek understanding from kindred souls. If you have the chance to transform, don't think, just do it. Right? My second poem, Do I really need thee? Walk gracefully, be smart and poised. Yellow will look Perfect. On you. Size 4 fits you better than 5. To accept these, a privilege or torment? I am going to follow my heart. I am made to be awesome. Metamorphosis is not an option. Because of the choice we make. We select our friends. We decide how to spend our time. We choose how to take care of ourselves. Knowing that our future is in our hands gives us the self-confidence to take our life responsibility. It gives us the freedom that we can change ourselves as situation demands. It keeps us away from boredom. It keeps us alive, makes our life journey interesting, adventurous, and exciting for us. Sure, change can be unpleasant at times and may cause disappointments. Embracing change is not easy. The older we get, the harder it is. We prefer to cling to those that are familiar when all conditions are favorable. Why? Why do we need to change when we are so comfortable with our life? Why? Why do we need to stress ourselves? Moving into the territory of the unknown, trying or learning new things. Well, it is up to you to make the final decision. Ask yourself this. Do you really need to change? Thank you. That's about it.
Thank you, my dear Pasmawati, for such an exquisite poem recital. So let's go to Dr. Lu Yali, the lecturer of Academy of Language Studies in UiTM Perlis. Let's welcome Dr. Lu Yali with a round of applause.
大家下午好 Good evening to everyone here. Somebody already helped me to share the PPT. Can you go to next page? All right, thank you. So I have prepared 2 poems. I will recite them in Mandarin and following by English. Okay. The first poem, 变。盘古开天，竭尽全力，全身上下化为山河大地。梁柱化蝶，翩然无且。魂梦相系，爱情持之永续。齐天大圣72变，不识唐僧一路西行取经。只要有心，就会有力。懂得转变，承诺皆能兑现。Transform. 盘古 exhausted ability to open the world. His whole body was transformed into mountains and rivers. Liang and Zhu transformed into butterflies and fruit. The soul and dream were tied. Love lasts forever. The monkey king was good at 72 changes. supported Hansen to go to the West for scriptures. As long as you have the wish, you will have the power. As long as you know to change, promises can be fulfilled. Okay, that's my first poem. And please go to next page. 月与家，弯弯的连月，忽隐忽现。妈妈说：别用指头指，小心它把你的耳朵切。圆圆的满月，饱满润泽。爸爸说：记得回家来，一起喝着普洱茶赏月。悲欢成败，抬头望月，无论是圆是缺，发光的本质永远不变。离家在外，不忘清空明月，无论离开回归，家的温情恒久不变。Moon and home. The curved sickle moon flicker. Mom said, don't point it. Be careful, it cuts your ear. The full moon is gorgeous and round. Dad said, come home. We drink pu'er tea and enjoy the moon. Joys and sorrows, success or failure, look at the moon. No matter it is missing or full, the nature of luminous still maintains. Remember bright moon when you are far away from home. No matter to leave or return, the warmth of home is constant. Yeah, all right. That's what I want to share with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Wu, for this beautiful, exquisite poem recital. I'm feeling very touched and delighted with the poems that have been presented so far. So let's enlighten ourselves more with the performance from our third poet, Dr. Razlina Razali, which is also a senior lecturer at Academy of Language Studies here at Perlis. So let's welcome Dr. Razlina.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Dina. Right. Well, actually, my sister is watching this all the way from Putrajaya. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I have two poems. Right. Let me share. Hold on. Okay. All right. Can you see the first one? Finding myself. Okay. Remembering Gregor Samsa. Okay. Just a bit a little background about this poem. Actually, the inspiration from to write this poem comes from my reading of a novel titled Metamorphosis. So Gregor Samsa is the main character of the novel. All right. So one thing that I learned from the novel is that, usually when we read or when I see the word metamorphosis, we always think that, it's a transformation to be something positive like butterfly. But in this poem, in the novel, the character, Gregor Samsa, he turns into an ugly insect. So, yeah. All right, so I will start now. I gaze into the mirror, trying to find my face. Yet, no matter how long I stare, the reflection that I've been yearning for keeps on failing to surface. I wonder, which of my past sins am I paying for this? To be invisible and forgotten, as if I've owned neither a name nor a face. I gaze into the mirror, trying to find my face. Suddenly, a whisper from beneath its surface tells me, he's already as good as dead. All right, so that's my first one. Okay, so the next one is Ancora Imparo. Ancora Imparo is Italian. So it means still I am learning. So I'm still learning. All right. So just like a reflection of my doctorate journey, right? So I've learned that if I feel anxious to walk alone, take companionship from those within the same zone. No matter how far this route may seem, I will finally reach to its end if I believe in my own scheme. I've learned that it is alright to fall and crawl, because one day these inconveniences will appear so small. I've learned that this path is not a straight one. Besides detours and grind, there could be times where I feel as if I have achieved none. Yet, above all, this never ending rite of passage has taught me to always stand tall, because even our shadows leave us when darkness falls. All right, so that's all from me.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much for such a beautiful poems,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Razina. So definitely. Yes. Okay. Next one. Let's continue the joy with our next poet, Miss Chong Fu Ying. Chong Sensei is a Japanese language teacher in SMK Tunku Putra Langkawi and a part-time lecturer for Japanese language in Academy of Language Studies, UITM Perlis. Let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Konnichiwa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, today I will share 3 haiku with one title, which is Love Is. Okay, should I just, okay, can you click another page? Thank you. Okay, 恋とは夏花火一緒に見れば幸せだ。夏の夜、花火とともに消えた恋。悲しくて涙が流れ、悲しすぎ。はい、以上です。ご清聴ありがとうございました。That's it. Thank you.
Teacher. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chang Sensei, for such a beautiful poem recital. Well, I have a lot of things to ask later. Okay, but now let's move on to our next poet, Miss Wardah Muhammad Zuraimi, which is a profile poet and also a part-time, full-time lecturer at Academy of Language Studies at Perlis. Now let's welcome Miss Wardah with a round of applause.
Woo! Wardah, you need to unmute your mic. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Wardah, and this is actually my first time presenting my poetry in front of other people. So I hope you enjoy. For this poem recital, I prepared a video. And good evening. First, I would like to express my gratitude to the whole Arau Poetry Festival for giving me this opportunity to share my writing. Thank you very much. I'm lucky to be here. This time, the theme centers around metamorphosis, which refers to the changes in life. And I present to you three poems in hope and distillation and despite everything. Anticipation is written to describe the feeling of a caterpillar that is eager to grow up and to fly freely, just like a human child carries wait to grow up and do what she thinks she can do for the world. This poem is in an acoustic form where it is usually focused on striking zero or notes. Let's see how it looks like. Anticipation. Often you say, how I'm doing right now, never better. Except I don't have fingers or limbs. The blink is also impossible. Inside my room, I can't do anything but wait. And here I look to face cafes and praying, hoping, perfect that you will wonderful and chill, and fly out of feeling. Oh, I wish it happens now. And you know how the little caterpillar eagerly anticipated the day he could fly? When you were young, do you also have the same feeling? Now, introducing a poem entitled Despite Everything. This poem has performed the describe how the world constantly changes, yet humans are still human, the good and the bad side. The poem is written in a diversified form and the poetry of the traditional cycle. This meant to signify how each generation has managed to break the tradition by making changes. I will read the poem for you. Despite everything, lots of things, faith, never change. Just the character, and the guidelines. I agree with this poem. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Alright, okay, that was a creative presentation, Miss Warda. Thank you for that. So now we are actually coming towards the end of the poetry reading. But however, we have the last person, the last poet for today. Let's enjoy this recital from our last poet, Miss Nurdayana Muhammad Raslan. She's an inspiring poet and a part-time, full-time lecturer at Academy of Language Studies, UITM Perlis. Let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Okay. Okay. So uh, I'm using my friend's laptop. Okay. So okay, my name is Nudayana Bitiwa Marslan. So I'm going to present a very simple Mandarin poem, and I will translate it later. Okay. Okay. Mm, Okay. 人生的生活变化，作者的生活。小时候，生活如一枚小小的昆虫，我在这头，母亲在那头。长大后，生活是一张窄窄的生虫，我在这头，母亲在那头。后来啊，生活是一方矮矮的坟墓，我在外头，母亲在里头。而现在，生活是一方淡淡的天空，我在这头。望着灰灰暗暗的天空。Okay, so it defines that the changes in life. The author's life. When the author was young, life was like a small insect. The author was here, her mother was there. So when the author grew older, big insect. The author was here, her dad was there. After that, life is like a small grave. The author was waiting outside of the grave. Her dad was inside the grave. So right now, life is like a faint sky. So the author is here, but only the dark sky can be seen. Okay, that's it for me. So thank you.
What a wonderful recital. Again, I have so many things in my mind right now I want to ask later. But okay, we end our poem recital with Miss Diana, and it means that we're coming towards the end of the occasion today. But before that, now we are opening the Q&A session to audience. If you have any question to be asked to our poets, please feel free to turn on your mic and ask away. Yes, any question? No question?
Audience, you may ask questions to the poets.
Yeah. You might be curious of anything. Please ask.
Because we have like wonderful poems today, this evening. So why don't we hear some sharing from the poets? Any questions?
No question?
I think we have to ask.
Assalamualaikum. I would like to
Yes.
ask, my name is Diana, and I would like Miss Diana. I would like to ask Miss Diana a question.
Okay, yes, you may proceed.
Your Miss Diana, your poem is so impressive. So, what gave you the inspiration to write this kind of poem? So, thank you. That's all my question.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Diana. Okay, so I was thinking about my dad. So the inspiration is from him because the grave indicate that he passed away. So I was there, but waiting at the outside, and he was an inspiration for me. So that's how I wrote this poem. Is that answering your question?
Yes, thank you very much.
Excellent. I want to know one more thing, Miss Diana, if you don't mind. Why do you choose Mandarin? Does it have anything significant to you? I mean, like you are able, of course, to deliver all of those words in English, but why do you choose Mandarin?
Because I was in a Mandarin, in a Chinese school because of my dad. So he wants me to pursue in my Mandarin. So I try to use his favorite language to convey my feelings to him, my emotions to him.
I see. Very clear. Thank you very much, Miss Diana.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so we have one question from Dr. Latisha to Medium Phasmawati. So the question is, what inspires you?
Okay, what? Yeah,
What
sure.
inspires you when you write your poems, Madam Phasma?
What?
What inspires you when you write the poems?
Okay, that is a very famous question. It's a bonus question. Actually, I think the answer has already been provided by those words from the first session. You know the answer. Okay, anyway, I think when I recite my poem, I've already mentioned that changes, I think it's sometimes it's necessary. Yeah. So in our phase of life, I think we need to change. Yeah. In order to evolve, in order to progress. I think that's the reason why I would like to involve in this a session, yeah. Plus the motivating factor, you know what? Then sometimes I think in all of us, I think we are poets ourselves, yeah. The only thing that that motivates us to perform is the motivating factor. Yeah, because I think some of us, they don't really know that they have that capability in themselves until one day we are triggered into doing something that is unfamiliar. Yeah. All right. I think that's a human being. It's we are creatures of habit. We don't really like changes to our routines. Yeah. We are afraid of being ridiculed by others. Maybe. Yeah. That's me. Okay, right. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's like there's this quote that saying comfort zone is uncomfortable, obviously. Comfort zone, like we want to go out from a comfort zone. So that's changes or metamorphosis it is. So thank you, Madam Fasmawati.
Welcome. Yes.
All right. Do you have any more questions from the audience?
Okay. No more question from the audience?
My question.
Okay, so Mr. Adi asked to Dr. Rais, Dr. Razina, he said that he doesn't think that was your first poem. So how many poems have you written so far, truthfully?
Because it sounds so good.
Yeah, true.
Oh no. Well, honestly, I've written, several poems, but I don't feel like sharing it, with others because
Why?
when I because when I write, it's something very personal. So, there are some parts of my life that I like to keep as a mystery. Yes. So, actually, when writing these two poems, I was kind of restraining myself not to overshare about my life because, like I say, I like to remain or keep something as mystery. Yeah. And besides, all the I think the old poems that I have are like too heartbreak, like emotional. So I don't want to share it with others.
Okay,
I
so
hope that answers your questions. Question, study.
Now we know that Dr. House has been writing poems before, not her first time today. So
No.
thank you.
thank you, Dr. Rais.
Okay. Another questions again, Dr. Ras. How do you feel reciting the poems that you have written on your own?
Oh, well, actually, I feel satisfied. At least I can, how to say, I see it as a creative outlet. So thank you to Dr. Latisha for posting us, you know, this, how to say, good thing, right? And
Encourage.
yes, of course. I feel encouraged. I feel motivated, and I think it's a good avenue to showcase our talent to others. Right? We are not just educators, not just teachers. We are able to be, artistic and all. So yeah. Mm,
Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Rais. And
okay,
now,
welcome.
Dr. Latisha asked to Dr. Leo, which is easier to write, English or Mandarin poems? Dr. Leo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, sure is Mandarin. Okay, because this poem I write in the Mandarin first, and after that I just translate to English. Okay, so maybe I can talk some more about my poems. Okay, when I saw this term, the first thing come out of my mind is moon. Okay, because in our Chinese traditional culture, moon symbolize change. Okay, so from new moon to moon, it also symbolize reunion. Okay, so this is the phenomenon of the world. So no matter how the moon changes, at last it will come to the full moon moment. Okay, so don't worry about the changes. Yeah, so our ancient writer Su Shi once wrote, the moon sometimes is clear and sometimes is cloudy, and same with our life. Sometimes we have sorrows and sometimes we have joys. So this is our life. Right. Okay.
What a beautiful symbolism there, Dr. Leo.
Yeah, that's meaningful, Dr. Leo.
So relatable.
Yeah, okay. And we have question to Miss Chang. So Dr. Latisha asked you, since you're a romantic soul, do you write many romantic Japanese poems? Well, I was about to ask the same thing as well. Koi toa,
Cham Sensei.
Cham sensei.
Actually, I'm not a poet, actually.
Okay.
I'm not really write anything. Just I like haiku because it's short and it's easy. So yeah.
Okay.
So and actually this haiku I wrote like 5 years ago. Not 5 years ago. It's a long time ago when I was here in a university. Yeah, in Japan.
I see. Okay. But just get to present it now after so many years.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Cham Sensei. Do you have any more questions? Oh, we haven't asked something to Miss Warda. Miss Warda, you're there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Why don't you share a bit about your poem? Maybe something more you'd like to share with us?
Um, in which poem, the anticipation or despite everything?
So do you mean it is like a general, or you call it the general anticipation of things that you relate to your life?
Oh, as for the theme is metamorphosis, right? So it reminds me of the times when I was a child, where I really, really anticipate the day where I grow up. I want to have the freedom just like the adults have. But now we're here, we're 25 and above. Now we want to be kids again. So how the perspective change? So that is my take on metamorphosis, the perspective of life.
I can see your point there. Thank you, Miss Varda.
Thank you.
All right. So do we have any more questions from the audience? No questions. No more.
Okay. If there's no more questions, well, I have been enjoying this session today. Thank you very much. What a wonderful recital and also very meaningful interpretation of everything. And we would like to thank you very much for accompanying us here today.
And on behalf of the organizers of Arau Poetry Festival 2020, we would like to apologize for any inconvenience caused by our witnesses. We will try to come up with better and more fun events for you in future, inshallah. With that being said, we'll end our ceremony with saying from Robert Frost, poetry is when emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. So that's all from us today. Thank you for being here. Assalamualaikum.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll see you again.
Share.
Can I ask you something? Is Diana our PPMP lecturer?
Yes, Miss Diana and also Warda.
Yes.
Okay. If we were not, no, the thing is, we know that Diana is a Malay, right? If we don't know, when I hear the voice, she sounds like a Chinese, right? The pronunciation, the pronunciation, it's like a Chinese lady. All right. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yes,
You're
congratulations.
most
Thank
welcome.
you. Bye.
Bye.